Gigantamax Rillaboom is going to be coming to Pokemon Go through a Max Battle Day, and this is actually going to be a pretty good one. You do not want to miss out on it. And in this video, I'm going to be going over all the details for this event and how you could prepare for it. Hey, what's happening everyone? Count Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So, the Gigantamax Pokemon Rillaboom is going to be available in Max Battles with a Max Battle Day. I feel like it's been a while since we've had a Max Battle Day. It's one of those events that we had at least once a month, but I do think it's been quite some time since we last had one. And maybe it's just because they've been kind of forgettable. I don't necessarily feel like they're as impactful as, let's say, like a raid day or like, I guess even like a community day. It's just one of those monthly events that Niantic, or I should say now Scopely, I'm still getting used to that, Scopely Explore, they haven't really gone back to. It's just one of those kind of forgettable events. I think the big reason for that is because when it comes to Max Battles, it's basically seen as like side content. Not a lot of players are active within Max Battles. Mainly, it's also just because there's just not much of a reward for doing it. You do have the chance at getting some shinies. The Max Battle Days are really good for picking up shinies because you're not spending raid passes and you're gonna have a boosted shiny rate from winning those battles. So there is some upside to this Max Battle Day. Rillaboom is one of the starters, and a lot of players would like to have a shiny Gigantamax version of this Pokemon. So there is the opportunity for that. The event is not necessarily going to be something you would want to skip because there is a boosted shiny chance that you definitely do not want to miss out on. But yeah, with all that said, let's go over the details for this Max Battle Day, and then afterwards, let me give some tips on how you could prepare for it. Gigantamax Rillaboom Max Battle Day is going to be happening on August 1st from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time. And the featured Pokemon is of course going to be Gigantamax Rillaboom, and you will have a chance at getting a shiny version of this Pokemon. Now, during the event, we're going to get the following event bonuses, and these are very typical for Max Battle Days. The Max Particle collection limit is going to be increased to 1,600. All Power Spots are going to host Gigantamax battles featuring Rillaboom. Power Spots are going to refresh more frequently, and there's going to be additional Power Spots that will be active. You're also going to get 8 times the amount of Max Particles from Power Spots, and you're going to be able to do up to 3 special trades on this day. And you're also going to get double the amount of Max Particles when you walk, and then the adventuring distance to receive Max Particles is going to be cut down to 1/4. And you're also going to see the remote raid pass limit increase to 20. Basically, these are really solid bonuses if you really care about Max Battles. It's all about just being able to do more of them because they put so many hard limits on Max Particles. This is basically them opening it up a little bit so that you could do more of these Gigantamax battles. Now also, during this event, there's going to be an event ticket, which if you purchase it in the in-game shop or the Pokestore, you're going to be able to get a timed research that will award you with a Max Mushroom, which is going to boost your damage within these Gigantamax battles, and you're also going to get 25,000 experience and 6,400 Max Particles. You'll also be able to get double the amount of experience whenever you complete Max Battles with this ticket. I will say, if you're going to be spending any kind of money in Pokemon Go, these sort of tickets may not necessarily be worth it unless you're someone who genuinely cares a lot about Max Battles, which I don't suspect is going to be a lot of you. Alright, so when it comes to Rillaboom, it's a pure grass type, which means if you have Gigantamax Charizard, now is the time to use it. It's not necessarily going to be overly difficult. It's not a big Gigantamax, actually I think based on size it is the biggest, one of the biggest Gigantamax Pokemon, but in terms of difficulty it's not going to be too much. Like, just bring a bunch of good fire types. If you have Zacian or Zamazenta, the crown forms, those are going to be really good as well. Eternatus is always really good. Just make sure you're best prepared if you want to participate for this Max Battle Day. Again, Gigantamax Charizard is pretty much the one Pokemon you will need, but if you do not have that, use your Crown Sword Zacians and Zamazentas, those will be okay. And when it comes to Gigantamax battles, they are just a little bit more difficult than your regular Max battles, just because you are getting yourself a more powerful Dynamax Pokemon through it. and they typically need a lot of trainers, like a max number of trainers basically. So I would suggest going to like one of the local communities. Maybe you can look on Niantic Campfire to see what communities are going to be participating, and then go to high populated areas because these are a little bit more difficult than usual. The one thing is, of course, you're not spending any money unless you purchase particles. Like, they're basically just free side content. You're not using raid passes or anything like that, unless of course you're doing these remotely, which I always suggest you do not do. It's not necessarily worth raid passes, but yeah, it's free side content. So there's no, I guess, monetary hit that you're gonna take if you do not successfully complete the battle. But yeah, it is something that is going to be happening. It might be a lot of fun, might be a way for you and your communities to have an activity to do on the weekend. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the gist of Max Battle Days. So yeah, again, I don't think we've had many of them. I used to think like it was going to be a staple form of content, but ever since Eternatus came out, I feel like Max Battles really haven't been that relevant. It's not like you're progressing towards something anymore. It just feels like it's just basically side content at this point. There's nothing overly exciting about it. Maybe they could do something about that. I don't know. I tend to believe that they're going to be ramping up for some other form of content. Maybe when the, what is it, the Terraform, you know what I'm talking about. Like when those come out, maybe there'll be a whole new system for that and they'll use some of the power spots for that. But yeah, as of right now, it's just not necessarily something I generally care about. Not a lot of players care about it. I mean, even during Pokemon Go Fest, a lot of the max battles just went empty. No one was doing them. It was kind of sad to see. Yeah, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really talk about. There's not much really to discuss. Yeah, well anyway, let me know your thoughts regarding this Max Battle Day down below. Are you going to participate? Are you excited for Gigantamax Rillaboom? Definitely share if you are in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support my channel, best way you could do that is hitting the like button for this video, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And also check out the links in the description below. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, you could do that by joining my Patreon, because I add all of my Patreon members to my Pokemon Go friends list. So yeah, if you want to do remote raids, the friendship system, remote trading, all that stuff, make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And that's it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next video.